And I am so happy to be here this evening with you for my third party at 5. And you might be saying to yourself, well, what is the difference between a live at 5 and a party at 5? Well, the difference is that, yes, I'm going to do some recipes, but I'm also going to talk to you about our great systems of organization. And tonight I'm going to spend quite a bit of time talking about the specials because we have so many specials going on our Tupperware website that I wanted to give you a chance to get them. And all you're going to have to do is write in the comments if there is anything you would like me to purchase for you. But we'll get to all that later on because I want to save you shipping, and I'm going to be able to do that by keeping your stuff and packing it up with any other stuff I have here for you. Or if you live in the Montreal area, of course, you can come and pick it up from me, which saves you even more shipping. So I'm really happy to see you, Wendy, Tammy, Karen, Ingrid. As you can see, I have my jar going from yesterday because I forgot to do my draw, but that's okay because we're going to do a free one today. So everybody who was here yesterday, you are still in the draw. And anybody else that joins us, hi Sherry Lynn, is going to be able to go into our special draw. So I'm Melanie. I've been at Tupperware now for 16 years. I'm 64 years old. My husband turns 65 tomorrow, so he goes ahead of me again for another 7 months, and then I catch him up in January. And I'm sort of wondering whether he's going to get a seniors card or something. I don't know how it works in Canada, whether you have to claim it or whether it's going to come in the mail. I'm not sure. So we're going to see how that all pans out tomorrow. So I absolutely adore what I do. And I haven't always been selling Tupperware. And in fact, I still don't consider that I'm selling Tupperware. I really consider that I'm trying to help people to save time, save money, eat more healthily, and be a solution to pollution. And in helping other people to do that, I'm also helping myself, because what I'm doing is I have a passion about the planet. I have a passion about reducing the amount of plastics and waste that we have. And one of the ways I can do that personally is by not buying Ziplocs, not buying the disposable plastic containers. What I know it begins with R, but it's gone from my head at the moment. Not buying aluminium foil, not buying parchment paper, not buying saran wrap. All those things that we buy with a view in our head that we're just going to throw it in the garbage when it's finished. All of those things will help us save the planet. And in fact, I was at my daughter Hannah's this weekend, and I found a set of bags that looked just like this, except they had purple tops to them. Hi, Sharon. And the purple Rubbermaid, that's it. Thank you, Wendy. I had one of those, senior moments. So I know, and my other daughter, Susie, she has a set of these, and I think hers have pink on the top. And I got them made for my two girls, Hannah and Susie, so that when they go shopping with their groceries, that they can buy them. And we use these religiously now. They're in my shopping bags, and in here comes home my apples, my pears, oranges, tomatoes, anything that is loose. Today, Alan got me some peppers. And so we have peppers in here. That's why it's on the counter, because I haven't put it away yet. But I guess I was a bit disappointed to see that my daughter Hannah's purple ones look as good as they did on day one, what does that tell me? That tells me she doesn't use them. So I said to her, do you ever use those bags? She said, yeah, I did. And then we didn't get round to it. And it reminded me of how much effort we have to make to really be conscious of saving time, saving money, eating more healthily, and being a solution to pollution. So for Hannah, and I understand that everybody is busy. For her, she has to remember to take them. Then she has to remember to use them when she's there. And then when she gets home, she has to take the stuff out of them and then put them away carefully so that they're ready for next time. And it does maybe add definitely thought processes to the procedure. But maybe now she's in a house and she's going to be doing grocery shopping a bit more regularly and not so much from stores that are going to cost her so much money. It will be easier. Anyway, so you can get these. I got these ones made, but you can get these really cheaply from your Metro store now, sort of string bags that are reusable. And so Alan, I had to train Alan, but he's really good at it now. And it's just another way that you can do that. So at Tupperware, we have really 3 main systems of organization and one system that is for meals in advance. And our number 1 system of organization, I'm just coming in here, so I turn the light on. Our number 1 worldwide system of organization is our modular mates. And the modular mates are going to save you the need for going to the store to buy a pie, to buy a cake, because now all your ingredients are going to be stored fresh in your cupboard. You're going to have all sorts of yummy things like coconut and chalk chips, various chalk chips. And another one's my favorite, those little caramel things. Although usually I wish I didn't have them in there because then I eat them. But anyway, that's another story. That's me. I also have in them oats and raisins. I have my brown sugar. And, I nearly brought home from Hannah's place a packet of brown sugar. That was so hard, guys. I couldn't believe it. But then she said to me, yeah, but Mum, my brown sugar in my modular mate is just like that. And sure enough, it was. I said to her, well, you must have left the lid off at some point, or it wasn't quite on, because I've had brown sugar in my modular mates for years now, never had that problem. I have flour in them, but I also have things like basmati rice and corn. I have so many ingredients, so I never feel the need to go out and get takeaway, because I can always find something in my pantry to make. Because added to that, I also have my freezer mates. And in my freezer mates, I'm going to, let me get a freezer mate out so you know what I'm talking about. In my freezer mates, I'm going to have my frozen veggies. I'm going to have maybe some pork tenderloin, maybe some chicken breasts. Maybe I'm going to have chicken breast cut up already, maybe ground beef. But all of the things that I'm going to store in my freezer mates are going to ensure that I always have food available in my freezer to cook. And what I love about the Tupperware organization systems is that you actually get to eat the food you buy. This is like a new concept, people, because I know a lot of people, they buy food, stays in the fridge, in the freezer, in the pantry even, and eventually it ends up in the garbage because maybe the use by date. That was another thing at the weekend. Hannah and Dave have only been in their apartment probably, well, when did Hannah graduate? It's probably four years ago now. They moved to Toronto, but already there was stuff in her pantry that we had to throw away because the use by date had gone. And looking at how she was storing her stuff, she needs her mummy to help her. Anyway, all that to say, she's pretty normal in terms of use by date things. And I don't know if you have been through all the sauces and jars and jams and pickles and things that you have in your fridge. I guarantee you that once you go through them and see all the use by dates and you get rid of the stuff, one, you'll say, why did I buy that? I only used it once. Or two, you'll say, wow, I got a lot of room in my fridge. That's what Hannah said. Or three, you're going to question to yourself the need for so many choices, and maybe make more effort to use the stuff that you actually have in there. Yes, I do have a lot of modular mates, Tammy. In fact, I think I have over 100. You're only seeing part of my pantry when I open that up. I'm not suggesting anybody else needs that many. I mean, as most of you know, my pantry was designed to for me to be able to have modular mates. But most people, we did a video once and asked people in my team how many modular mates you had, and I think most of them were 30 and above. So it really, you have to decide. So that's the freezer. But of course, the area where we actually save the most money almost immediately is our fridge. So in our fridge, now I am going to try and turn around my camera because, okay, let me see if I can just turn you around. Okay, I'm going to turn around my camera and I'm just going to hope that my system doesn't shut. I'll try and be quick. But I wanted to show you my fridge because this is my fridge. This, it has been refilled in the last couple of days, but still, this is the amount of stuff that I have for just Alan and me. And there is my Cheese Smart, which is newly packed with cheese. Why do I want to have fridge smarts in my fridge? Whoops. Have I lost you? No, I've still got you at the moment. Why do I want to have fridge smarts in my fridge? Well, because I want my fruit and veg to last. So I'm going to make sure that they are stored in here. Maybe they're cut up. And not only in my fridge, in my pantry here, I have 2 fridge smarts as well, and they have tomatoes and kiwi fruit, because I know that tomatoes and kiwi fruit last a lot longer in fridge smarts, but not in the fridge, because both tomatoes and kiwi fruits are degraded by being in your fridge. They have an enzyme in them which breaks down in the fridge and makes your tomatoes sort of mushy, and does not improve the taste of your kiwis. So those are my systems of organization. How long should you keep your food in the freezer? Tammy, that really depends on how you're looking after it. If it's just in a styrofoam container with the saran wrap on the top, I would not keep it longer than about 3 or 4 months. Even then, you're probably going to end up with a freezer burn. If you keep stuff in your freezer mates, you can keep it for 6 months to a year. But what I would say is, why would you want to keep your meat that long? If you're keeping your meat that long, that means you're not eating it. So I would say try and have what I do is I bring my meat home, I freeze it, I buy it when it's on special, but it gets rotated out of my freezer really fast now, because one, I don't have a lot of room to store it, but two, why do I need to have 6 months worth of meat in my freezer? I do not, and I'm never going to get through it, and I know that because when I had that power out, that is what I realized. I had way too much food that was never going to get eaten which is why I downsized my freezer. Okay, so I hope that helps. Oh, hang on. I've just realized that my computer is not plugged in. Hold on, I'm going to plug it in because the last thing I want to do is lose you in the middle of my presentation. So I hope you do cook some stuff, but I do waste a lot. Yes, Tammy, you are absolutely normal. That is what most people do. They buy stuff, they put it in their fridge, they put it in their freezer, they put it in their pantry, and a little while later they say, oh, look at the sell-by date on that. I better get that into the garbage. Or, ooh, I don't like the color of that. Ooh, that smells horrible. I mean, there are all sorts of reasons, but the sad fact is, guys, that 70% of the food that is produced ends up in the garbage, which to me is really very sad. And a lot of the food, the fresh produce that is produced, we never even get to see because it's removed before it even goes to the shelves. So I was thinking, if that's happening, I should at least make sure I look after the small amount of food I have. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to make a frittata. And a frittata, in my mind, is just a fancy name for an omelette. But I tried to find a recipe that I had done before. I'm sure it used to be in the Tupperware Micro Grill book with Pro Ring. I couldn't find it, so I just looked up a regular frittata, and that is what I'm going to base it on today. And we're going to make it in the Micro Grill, but we're going to use the Pro Ring, because today and tomorrow is the last days that the Micro Pro Grill plus the Pro Ring plus 2 sets of the tongs are on special at $285 instead of $285 plus 30 plus 20 plus 20. So you actually have a saving of $70. Okay, so let's put some onion in here. And you know what? I'm going to just go and get a pepper from my fridge, and we're going to put some pepper in here as well. Okay, so I'm also going to add in a little bit of broccoli. We're going to chop that all up together. This is not the best pepper, I must say. It's already got a few dents on it, but there we go. I didn't have to go and buy it, so no complaints from me. So we're going to put the pepper in here as well. And I'm just going to put a couple of florets of broccoli in here too. And I need, oh no, I did. I thought I'd forgotten to bring this out. So I need this, and I need my lid. Now this is called the Supersonic Chopper. It is available to everybody to purchase for $107, or you can get it as part of the Tupperware Deluxe Kit. And the Tupperware Deluxe Kit is available for anybody who has not yet joined Tupperware. And the Tupperware Deluxe Kit is this. I'm just going to show it in the stream. So the Tupperware Deluxe Kit is all of those products. The value is $549. You pay $179, no tax, no delivery. So it's a flat fee of $179. And I am offering an extra $10 off to anyone who joins Tupperware with me to get that kit. So in the kit, you have your compact chopper. I'm just going to take it out of the stream again so I can show you. It has some amazing features. It has a silicone seal on the bottom so that when it's on your surface, it's not slipping around. It has 4 little indentations around the side, which I call baffles. And they're there so that when you're chopping your food, it keeps getting thrown back into the middle. It comes with a blade, but it also comes with a paddle. And we're going to use that in a moment to mix up some eggs. Yes, and this is, you can use this, yes, for chopping. So cut everything up, or you can use it to make pizza dough, to make crumble, and we're going to do that as well today. So you'll see a different action for it. So let's chop up these vegetables. And you see it managed very well, and you've got a nice collection there of chopped up vegetables. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to get my MicroPro grill out. Oh. So my MicroPro grill works by heating the top plate, heating the bottom plate, and those get heated from 0 to 400 degrees in 2 minutes. The only thing that the microwaves hit in your microwave are the top and bottom plates. So although this is made of metal, you do not have to worry about any sparks flying. They definitely will not fly. So what I'm going to do is put a tiny little bit of butter in the middle here. And I'm going to put my veggies onto it. I just need to get I'm going to put my Pro ring in. I should have put it in first to keep them contained, but it's okay. I can gather them all up into the middle. So I'm going to put my Pro ring in here so it goes around the vegetables. And the idea is that when you put your egg mixture into the middle, so that it fits like that, when you put your egg mixture into the middle, it's not going to go all over the place. It will seep underneath. I just want you to know it's not perfect, but it just retains more of the egg than would have been retained if it was by itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to season these veggies with a bit of salt and pepper. Woo! It's making my eyes spread them out a little bit now. Oh, I've got so many in here. It's great. But I'm going to cook them a little bit so they shrink a little bit. So I'm going to put lots of black pepper on. Yes, it's a good idea for dinner. I'm not sure who wrote great idea for dinner because I can't see your name. So if you look at the top of where you're watching, you'll see there's a little link. And if you click on that link, it will let me see your name. Otherwise, you're anonymous to me, I'm afraid. Okay, So salt and pepper. And what I'm going to do now is take my lid and put it so that it's resting on top of the Pro Ring. And now I'm going to cook this in my microwave now for, I'm going to do 3 minutes. Okay, so that's 3 minutes on high. And while that's cooking, we're going to make the egg mixture. So, knowing that is pretty full, I'm not going to be able to get too many eggs in. So we're going to do, actually, I'll probably do 4. We'll do 4 eggs. We're going to beat them up in here. I'll get another egg and a little tiny bit of cream. Okay, so in the comments now, if you have a MicroPro grill, what I would love to know is what is your favorite thing to make in your MicroPro grill? What is your favorite thing to make? I use it for so many different things, but I do have some favorites. I guess one of my favorites is my quiche or my pizza. What about you guys? What is a favorite thing for you to use your MicroPro grill for? Okay, here we go. So I'm just gonna now whisk up the eggs. Now the nice thing about whisking eggs in your supersonic is you get loads of air in. So what's that mean? Fluffy eggs. So let's put that to the side because I do need to get started on my other recipe. And my other recipe today is going to be an apple crumble in my breakfast maker. And I choose apple crumble rather than frozen fruit because I want you to also be able to see how the chopper can be used to chop other things apart from onions and vegetables. So we're going to chop our apples and then we're actually going to make the crumble in my supersonic chopper as well. So actually I'm going to get my Cora. Okay, so I've got my Cora here. So I love the Tupperware Cora. If you ever have a chance to get one, I would thoroughly recommend it. It's really strong and it's very effective. It doesn't bend. I've used apple Coras before that actually bend in the middle. Wondering, can that cord you pull on the... Yes, of course it can break. Everything can break, but if it breaks within a year of you using it, it's guaranteed replacement. If it doesn't break within a year, it's probably going to last you a long, long time. But yes, they are breakable. The most important thing about your cord is to not force it. So if ever you're using your chopper and it's not pulling, don't keep pulling it. Open up your container, look inside and find out what the problem is. That way you're going to be able to keep your chopper for many, many years. Okay, let's put this in. So we've got our apple in here, and now I need to actually get another set. Okay, so I'm going to take this off here, and I just have to release the red bit off the top so that I can use a clean one of these. There we go. Okay, now before I chop that, I can hear that the microwave's finished, so I'm going to get that out and we'll have a look at what's happened to our vegetables. Maybe they haven't cooked that much. Let's see. Okay, so they've started to cook. How can I tell? Because the onion has gone a bit translucent, but they're not quite cooked as much as I want. So I'm going to put them back in for 1:30. And in the meantime, I'm going to get the cheese out as well, because we need to be able to put cheese in the frittata. Okay, so while we're waiting on that, let's chop up our apples. And I want to chop them up quite small. And I'm going to put them into, I better not use that one, that's the vegetable spatula. Oh. Just use a little one. So I'm going to put my 2 apples, and you can see 2 apples chops up to quite a lot of filling. Of course, it will shrink while it's cooking, because that's what apple does. And what I'm going to do with my apples today, because finally I have some more raisins, I'm going to put some raisins in as well. So I'm going to sprinkle some raisins on the top of my apple to give it a little bit of extra sweetness. And it's just a good excuse for me to have raisins, right? Let's be honest here. I do love raisins. Okay. So that's the apple bit done. Let me now put the blade back in here, because we're going to add in the ingredients to make a crumble. You're learning a lot. That's good, Tammy. We're happy to teach you. Okay, so here are my vegetables. And so what I'm going to do now, they're steaming, they've shrunk down a bit. What I'm going to do is grate a little bit of cheese. Then I'm going to pour my egg mixture over, and then we're going to cook that in the microwave for 12 minutes. I'm just going to use my little grater today, because I don't, oops, put it around the right way. I don't need a lot of cheese because in the frittata, one thing I'm going to say is it looks quite small, doesn't it? But I know that when Alan and I have that with some salad, and also I've got some nice fresh French bread, that is what we'll have with that. We will be really full on that amount of eggs and veggies. And I do have a little friend who's just arrived. Would you like a piece of cheese, little friend? Yes, of course he would. Cheese is his favorite thing. Okay, so let's grate up a little bit of, now I use mature cheddar. I really like the taste of mature cheddar, but you can use any cheese that you want. You could put mozzarella in if you want, or Jarlsberg, or anything you like. But me, I usually go for cheddar. And like I said, I'm not going to put loads in, but just enough that we have a little bit of a cheesy taste. So I'll put that on. And now I'm going to take my mix that I made earlier. I have to get all this stuff out of the way in a minute. I'm getting surrounded by things. I'm going to take my mix and very carefully I'm going to pour it on here. Now some of it's going to leak, but the majority of it is going to stay in. I'm just going to do it nice and slowly. So some of it started to leak out the sides, but not like when you make a quiche in here and all of it is on the sides. And I'm going to take the last bits of cheese and put them on the top. And now I'm going to cook this in the microwave with the lid on top. I'm going to cook it in the microwave now for 12 minutes. Okay, so far so good. So that is like a super fun, easy meal to make. And having the Pro Ring is really great when you're using your Micro Pro Grill because it does give you a little bit more flexibility about what you can make. So if we go back now, is it this one? Yes. This is the Apple one. And what we're going to do with this is, I just need to get the right cups. We're going to put 2/3 of a cup of flour, of oats. And oats, they flow really well. So when they're in your modular mates, you can put them in an oval or a super oval because they actually flow out really easily. So we're going to put 2/3 of a cup of oats. Your brown sugar, by contrast, does not flow well. So you need to have it in a modular mate square or rectangle. Now I'm not going to quite put 2/3 in, but about half. And the last item that I'm going to put in here is my flour from my pantry. And once again, flour is best done in a square or a rectangle because you can't get flour to pour. Anybody tried to pour flour? What happens when you try to pour flour? Poof, the whole lot falls out. Okay, so I've got that. And what is the last ingredient, guys, when I'm making crumble? So I have flour, I have oats, I have brown sugar. What is the last ingredient that I'm going to add in now to finish off my crumble? Alan does love it. And Alan especially, butter. Yes, well done, everybody. Butter, butter, butter. Alan absolutely loves it, Tammy, because when we first got married, I was not exactly forte at cooking, and I didn't even want to. Okay, so I need a third. So I know half of this butter is a cup. I know half of 1/2 is half a cup, a quarter of a cup, and I want a third of a cup, so it's halfway between a quarter and a half. I love mathematics, just so you know. Any reason to do any math. And I can just put my butter in there as one big lump. Okay, so here we go. Now I'm going to mix this up. The butter is mixing in. And usually when I do this, I say to everybody, look at the flour at the bottom, because it gradually gets used up. So now the crumble is forming. And there you have it, guys. In not very long, crumble is made. So we're going to take my apples that are cut already. We're going to leave the raisins there, and we're going to, pile on the crumble. Now, what you need to know is that when you cook crumble in your breakfast maker, you do not need to put the lid on. So it doesn't matter how high you pile the crumble, because sometimes you have to pile it high. Because the other thing that happens is that while it's cooking, your apple will just collapse. So how about that, guys? So I will cook that for 8 minutes at 60% power, because I do have raw apple in there. So I want to cook that as well. Okay, so I'm just going to clear the decks a little bit, and then I'm going to tell you and show you some of the specials that we have available for you this week until tomorrow, I believe, which I would love you to be able to take advantage of. But I have a lot of mess here, so I just want to get it out of the way. Put that back in the fridge. These sharp things away. Okay, so at Tupperware, we want to be able to, as I told you before, help you save time and money, eat more healthily, and be a solution to pollution. And one of the best ways that you can do that is by joining Tupperware, because now you can buy all our Tupperware at discount price. So when I went on the website yesterday and I realized that there were lots of specials available, I also know that some of the specials, the prices are really cheap. But if you add in tax and delivery, the minimum delivery is $13.99. So I said, that's a lot if people are only buying something that costs $20. So I said, why don't we talk about it today? And if there are any items that you want, then I can put them in as a collective order, and you would only have to pay $1. Now, if you have a Tupperware membership, then you would want to buy the things for yourself, because now the sales will go into your account. You will get your 25% off. So the price will end up about the same for you, because you pay the shipping according to Tupperware. Whereas you're going to pay $1 per item for the things I ordered today, if anybody wants anything, but then somehow we have to get it to you. If you live in the Montreal area, you can pick it up. But if I have to ship it to you, you're still going to have to pay $11 or so for shipping the item. So I just wanted to make sure to show you some of the items that are available. So I'm going to show you first of all these items. So all of these items, you'll see the little banner that's going across all of them. They're all 40 to 50% off. Okay, so what are some of the great things in that group? You've got the fridge, the freezer stackable set for only $15. That is a really good price. You've got the jumbo canister, the universal jar, 1.5 liters. Actually, let me just check. I have my crib sheet here so I can talk to you about the prices. The open house dinner plates, the big ones, $15.50 for 4 or $13.50 for the small ones. You've also got the serving set, which goes with those, plus the condiment server for only $15. So the items on the sheet that you can see here are all 50% off. Every single one of them is 50% off. So if any of those items are things that you are interested in getting, please write in the comments wherever you're watching that you would like, for example, the Freezer Mate stackable set. It is available for $19. Sorry, I did say 15. And write that in the comments so I can be sure to get some for you. So that is the first one. So let me hide that one. And then we have our second one. Oh, no, not that one. This one. Let me put this other one back. Ooh. Hang on. I don't want that. Oh, I think I just deleted the specials. Did I? Hide. No, I want to hide them. Okay, and I want to go back. Okay, so these are the other specials, and these ones I also think are amazing. So you have your Cheese Smart, your low rectangle, and this is the size of your Cheese Smart low rectangle, and it is available to you for $19.50. Then you have your Cheese Smart small square. Now you guys know, most of you, that I use my Cheese Smart small square as my butter dish. But this, it is so cute, guys. And you can get that one for just $14. And then the regular Cheese Smart, which is the one that I use for my cheeses. This is the size of that. I'll open this up. And the regular Cheese Smart, they are also charging, wow, only $17.50. So I'm a little bit surprised because they're charging more for the rectangular low and less for the big one. But that's their problem, guys, because these are the two, right? They have the same base. This one is a low and this is a high. I would tell you that $17.50 for the Cheese Smart rectangular large is a really good price. So if anybody wants any of those, let me know. Also on here, I wanted to show you this. So this is a thermal stacking canister, and it is on sale for $27.50, which means it retails usually for $55. And you might say, yeah, but Melanie, I don't need soup this time of year. Okay, I've got something to show you. If you press the little button in the middle and then take the little silicone off the bottom, now you can pull this out. Guess what, guys? You've got a hole in there, which means you can put a straw in. It won't fit the eco straws, but imagine now you have a cold drink container. And what you would do with these bits so you don't lose them, well, you make sure you have them in a midget or a smidget to put back in when you want to change them and make them back into soup containers. So for me, that is part of the ingeniousness of Tupperware, that they're always thinking of ways they can make things better. So that is that. Then, of course, so those are the specials. If you see anything there you would like, please let me know and I can do an order for you. The medium eco bottle, the pale pink, is only $7.50, and the extra large one, which is 2 liters, is $14. And then, of course, we have the regular specials. So the regular specials, we've already talked about the Micro Pro Grill with the Pro Ring. Also, the mandolin is on special. And I talked to you last week about the fact that the all-in-one, oh, actually I can go back now and be full. There we go. The all-in-one shaker, that when you take it off, it actually has measurings inside the lid, and it forms part of this set, which is the all-in-one. It has a zester, it has a squeezer, lemon squeezer, an egg separator, and that all fits not the way I've put it. The egg, this goes on the bottom. Then I think it's the egg separator goes like that, and the zester goes like that, and this goes on the top. So it's nice to store. So you buy one of these for $27 and you get this for free. So that's a nice set as well. And the last, this also is, of course, an amazing set. You get 5 sets of this stuff at 50% off. No, not 5 sets. You get 4 sets with 5 containers, which comes to $75. So that's a great set. And not forgetting that our cold carafe is on special for I think it's $36. Hang on, $37. It's usually $62. And when you spend $155, you have these, a set of 4 Clearly Elegant tumblers for free. Now, I took a set of these down to my daughters at the weekend. I tell you, I did not even get them into the cupboard before everybody was using them, because they look like glass, they're nice to drink out of, and they're a great addition to anybody's glass cupboard. Okay, so all of those things are available should anybody want to take advantage of them. The prices, you can go and look on the website. You can let me know. I will put in a collective order and then hopefully save you some shipping. If you want to take advantage of the excellent prices on those, so if you were going to buy, for example, the Micro Pro Grill set, it costs $287, but when you're a Tupperware member, it costs $213.75. So it's a big saving. In fact, you can join with the basic kit and still have some change after that. So joining, Tupperware is as easy as saying yes, please. And you have two choices. You have your basic kit, which is all this for just $59, $206 value, or you have your other kit, which I've lost now. I think I've made it go away. Oh, I must just show you this picture, which is the picture of the inside of my pantry. So what you can see behind me is one of those, and then that is actually the picture of the inside. Okay, that'll be great, Tammy. I'll be very, very happy to welcome you. So I think Alan might just have come home because Killy is excited. He always gets excited when one of us comes in. It's Alan's birthday tomorrow, so I have to do some secret wrapping tonight. I really want to wish all of you a fantastic evening. Joining Tupperware is something that changed my life. Even if I had never decided to be a rep and sell Tupperware, I know that it would still have changed my life because of the amount of tools I now have in the kitchen, the way I can really save time, save money, eat more healthily, and be a solution to pollution. So I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you so much for being here tonight. And yes, I have to do the jar tonight. And now I can't remember what I said the prize would be this week. I've completely forgotten. So if anyone can remember what I said the prize would be, please let me know. Otherwise, I will make up a prize, because tonight the prize is for free, because everybody who watches my party at 5, I always do a free draw. Okay, I'm not seeing anybody right, so I think everybody else has forgotten as well. So what we're going to do as the free draw tonight, I think everybody loves freezer mates. So I'm going to do another small deep and small freezer mate. And tonight, if you win, you will get that for free. You can't remember either. That's too funny, Wendy. You're usually on top of everything that I can't remember. So let's get a winner. Karen Bancroft, you are the winner tonight. So Karen, you get to get a small freezer mate and a small deep freezer mate for free. You just need to remember to claim it from me. So I think my frittata might have cooked. So I'm just going to go and see before you go. So here we go. And what's I had too much cheese on the top, so it's pulled the top off. Does that mean I'm not going to eat that bit? Absolutely not. I'm just having a look to see if I can see my spatula. There it is.
You have to eat that bit. I want to get the cheese on.
Alan says I have to eat that bit. He just came in the door. So I see how easy it is to get off, though. It's not a problem. He would never have known if he hadn't come in the door just at that moment. It smells delicious, and you can see there is a little bit of egg around the edge. It is the best part, Karen, absolutely. So I think Alan and I are going to enjoy this evening. Now I have a chance to put the crumble in, and I want to say thank you everyone for being here tonight, and make sure you go and look at those specials and see if there's anything I can help you with. So enjoy the rest of your evening, folks. I will be back at the 8 o'clock on Zoom tonight. I'm doing the social media course, and I have something new to show you. So that's it from me. Take care for now. Bye.